I recently went to Chicago and risked my childhood Charizard that I pulled from a base 2 booster pack set in 2001 in a stupid, risky card challenge against my friend Jack. This is Jack. The challenge, pretty simple. Fill a page of full art rares from the Scarlet and Violet 151 set in the span of an afternoon. Jack's someone I trust, and despite the wager, knowing that he would directly benefit from it, I felt like he would take me to the right places. I'm not feeling the most optimistic about this one. I only started recently collecting the Scarlet and Violet 151 set, and it's the first set that I've attempted to collect since I was a kid. In fact, the last card I ever pulled from a pack before I started collecting the 151 was the very Charizard that I was risking. Felt kind of crazy, but the thrill of the chase really kept me alive. Not only did I have almost 4 empty pages of full arts that I needed to fill, but the cards I needed to get are some of the most expensive cards from the entire set. Jack had previously set up a route for us to take around Chicago to some shops. We looked over the list and identified 3 different shops that seemed the most likely to have the cards that I'd be looking for. Also, for new subscribers that watch this video to the end, like and subscribe to the channel, I'll be giving away this Ultra Premium Collection box to a new subscriber at the end of my next video. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and follow to the end. We head to the first shop and I'm feeling kind of nervous. Kind of nervous that I might be in over my head. Maybe we'd find nothing here and I'd spend the whole day running all over town and find no cards at all. Maybe they'd have everything that I'm looking for. This challenge would be way too easy. I had no idea, but the only way to find out was to get in there and just start looking around. Once in the shop, I actually met the owner. This guy, he's pretty nice. He was really helpful, and when I told him about the challenge that I was doing, he said this.
That's kind of tough.
I know, man, it is tough. It is tough. With that said, this guy knows what I'm here for, and he started pulling out a bunch of singles for me to look for. The first card he shows me is an alt-art Squirtle, one of the few alt-arts that I already have. As I flip through the rest of his cards, I see a Charizard EX, which is a card I don't have, but it's also not a full art, and it's not going to help me keep the Charizard I currently need to save. Then I see a few Charizard alt arts, the most popular and expensive card in the whole set. This is a card I'd love to eventually pull from a pack, and it's also from the most expensive page in my binder. I'd really love to fill a page other than this one, so I pass on them thinking that I'll be able to find some other ones. I look a little more, and that's it. He doesn't have anything else for me. I ask him if he has any ETBs that I can buy, and he says he's sold out of those too. After we check out and admire some of his other cool stuff in the shop, like this uncut sheet of original Fossil, we decide to head out. So I'm hoping that as we keep going along, things will get better.
Yeah, for sure.
But at the moment,
things are not looking good.
No, things are not looking great. Things are not looking great.
Yeah.
As we leave, I'm starting to feel a bit stressed.
Real stress.
Am I going to be able to do this? I haven't collected any cards since 2001, let alone in my adult life. And I've never been to any of these shops before. Have I made a massive mistake and risked one of my favorite childhood keepsakes? On our way to catch a train and head to the next shop, I can't help but wonder if I'm being taken to the wrong places. Jack is the one showing me around, and he's also the same person who would benefit from me losing this challenge. Then Jack tells me this. Have you been to this place?
No.
You've been to any of these places?
No. I've been to Dice Dojo.
You've been to Dice Dojo?
I've been to all of them. What are you talking about? I've been to every single one.
This is absolutely insane. I'm risking so much right now, and Jack hasn't even been to any of the shops that we're going to. As we go into the next shop, I'm starting to feel a little dismayed. It's even smaller than the last one, and the glass case is tiny. But there are a bunch of people playing cards inside, which is a good sign. The guy behind the counter tells me that he has a couple of binders for me to look through, which is better than the last shop, so I'm feeling a glimmer of hope for a brief moment. As I sit down to go through the first binder he's given me, I have a feeling that there's gonna be something in here for me to use. I flip through the binder and see a gold switch card. I don't have this card and it gets me one step closer. It's only $3, so I pull it out to buy. However, this is from the same page with the alt-art Charizard. So if we're committing to this page, then I'm gonna have to find that card again, and it's a really expensive one. I keep looking through the binder and I see a Rayquaza VMAX full art that I just can't say no to, even though it's not part of the challenge. As I continue to look through the other binders, I see there's nothing there for me. So I go to settle up with the guy behind the counter, pick up a couple of Twilight Masquerade booster packs as the set just dropped and I want to cheer myself up from not finding anything more in those binders. As I'm sitting down to begin ripping these packs I just bought, someone comes over to me to see what I'm up to. She tells me her name is Sophia, and I tell her about the challenge. Okay, yeah, are you open to trades?
Yeah.
Okay, sick. So I'm doing a bit of a challenge right now with him, and I have to complete one of these full art pages
It's 151, yeah. You have much 151? So sorry. Okay, no, you're totally fine. That would have been amazing. One set, I didn't go for it.
She then tells me that she passed in the 151 set, which I'm starting to see as a bit of a pattern. She does tell me about another shop downtown that has a lot more singles for sale and their own inventory, which this store doesn't. They just sell what people bring them. After checking out another guy's binder to see if he might have anything for me and seeing that he doesn't have any 151, but he did have some great Pikachu cards.
It's Pikachu!
We decide to leave and call an Uber to the next shop. Internally, I'm not feeling great at this point. It feels like I'm on my way to giving Jack my Charizard and leaving it behind in Chicago.
You know, if it doesn't work out, I get a Charizard, or you spend the big bucks on some boosters. So, whatever you want. Whatever I want.
I've never seen a YouTube video challenge where someone results to to ripping packs to get pulls
Just
where it's gone well.
Just Hail
Not
Mary.
a single time. But it might be this one.
So we call an Uber, hop in the car, and take a ride downtown. I'm going to need a miracle if this is going to work. This next shop needs to be absolutely stacked with 151 singles. The whole ride down, I'm completely stressing. I clearly feel like I'm in over my head, and I can't believe the challenge is going as poorly as it is. But all of that could change with the right store.
It could be yours.
The Charizard will be mine. A bit more than a non-zero chance.
As I get into the shop, the guy behind the till tells me that he does have singles, but that he doesn't have a lot. This is not what I wanted to hear. I needed him to say that he was flush with singles, but I walk over to the case anyway. In the case, I see an Arbok EX from 151, a card which I don't have, but again, it's not going to help me with this challenge full of full arts. I see a Squirtle full art, and at this point, I feel like I'm being taunted. Why is this the one full art that I keep seeing everywhere? And why is it one that I've already pulled? After that, I see one of my new favorite Pokemon in the case, Tatsugiri. I decide to get him because he's basically a channel mascot, and I have to. I trade him a Caterpie reverse holo from 151, and I feel pretty good about the trade. We see Sophia from the last shop. She came to support, and then the feeling really settles in. This isn't going to happen. I can hear Jack's voice taunting me from earlier.
The Charizard will be mine.
I can't believe this has happened. I do my best to put on a brave face, but reality sets in. I've just lost my childhood Charizard in an incredibly risky challenge. I hadn't been to any of the shops beforehand, came in completely blind, and I've failed miserably.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
We only found one card in this whole challenge. I've been humbled, and I clearly have a lot to learn when it comes to card hunting. With my tail between my legs, we head to the lake so I can lick my wounds. I'm devastated at how poorly this has all gone.
Jack.
Bittersweet. But mostly sweet.
Yeah, I guess.
So, there's the story of how I lost my childhood Charizard in a matter of hours. A card that I've had for more than 20 years and is now gone in the possession of someone else half a country away. If you want to see me win my Charizard back from Jack, hit that subscribe button and you'll be entered to win an ultra premium collection from 151 that I'll be giving away at the end of my next video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more madness. Musubi's on the house. Let's see if we can go win this thing back. This is absolutely devastating.